Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm Jay Cartere from GrowOnYouTube.com, teaching you how to be better. And this is the Grow on YouTube podcast / life of a YouTuber vlog. I've decided to put this content out in both the video form and the audio form because I feel like it's quite important and it'll be useful to both my podcast listeners and my YouTube audience. Now, I usually, when I've got some content and I distribute it on both channels, I usually do it once on the podcast or do it once on a video and then do it again for the podcast and do it in a different type of format. But this is going to be like, I think it's going to be about an hour long. It might be less, but it's going to be me walking through my story on YouTube, like how I started, why I started, all that sort of stuff. So I don't want to do it 3 times or twice or whatever. Like, we're just going to do it once. And there's going to be elements that you may miss if you're not watching the video version, like my to-do list over here. You can see what I've got to do this week if that's something you guys are interested in. Like, this is today, Wednesday. We've got the podcast / vlog. We've got scheduled vids and edit my YouTube video, my YouTube tip vid and my art vids. This is like my whole schedule. Got all the videos that I'm releasing, all that sort of stuff. Now, I just basically overcame a cold. I wanted to film this last week, but that got in the way. Now, the cold is half gone, but I am ready and I'm healthy enough to film this video. So we're just gonna get into it. The reason I started my YouTube channel, the why behind the channel in the beginning, was just to promote my music. That was the only reason I started a YouTube channel. If you didn't know, then was a musician. I don't know whether I was a musician or I am still a musician, because I haven't made music since, I don't know. I think maybe I made some music earlier this year, but it's been that long that I don't remember the last time I made music. I haven't really been focusing on it at all. I may get back into it eventually when I'm more stable and things are going the way I want them to go and I've got things where I want them to be. But that was the focus. That was the complete focus at one point in time. I think I was like maybe 15, 14, something like that when I started releasing videos. I might have been 16 actually. I'm not 100% sure. I think it was like 2008 possibly. And I can't be bothered to do the maths off the top of my head and waste time for you guys, but you can work it out. I am currently 23, I think. And I think I'm going to be 24 this year. So you can do the maths. My birthday is in December. And I started my YouTube channel. I think the first video I uploaded was a Monster remix. I did a cover for that. I did like a verse and then I let the rest of the song play. And I recorded that on my brother's Sony Handycam. Now, the reason I did this, the reason I started putting music videos up is because I had an intense desire to make music and become a musician. I wanted to get signed, all that sort of stuff. That was my dream, basically. And I saw that the most prudent way to move forward with that and get the best results would be to make music videos. I saw that most people would rather watch a music video than just listen to your song. So I thought, and I was watching a lot of interviews with other artists that said, you know, even if your music video's really crappy and you've got a crappy old camera, that's better than nothing. So I got a crappy old camera and it was better than nothing. I think that video got like 500 views or something. And I think that was because it was my first ever video and people were they were interested. And then I released my first mixtape and that did okay. And then my second mixtape done terrible. And then my third mixtape done okay and all that sort of stuff. But the reason I started my channel was to make music, to put my music out there, to put my music videos out there. And I focused on that for quite a while. I was only uploading music videos. I was uploading a few vlogs, a few behind the scenes of my music videos. I was also filming music videos for other artists. That was something that I was really trying to focus on. That was the business that I was trying to build at that point in time. Oh no, a little bit further on actually. It wasn't like right at the beginning, but a little bit further on, I decided that I wanted to film music videos for other artists, and that was going to be a way to generate income, and that was going to be a business model that I was going to focus on. I started Cool Cut Films with a friend, and we didn't really get a lot of business, to be honest. Like, I didn't really focus on it. I had college. I think I was at college. Yeah, I had college. I had my own music career that I was trying to get pop off. And when you're working in music, especially with urban artists, a lot of them just want stuff for free. And of course, bills need to be paid. And I went out here trying to do a bunch of free work. I think I did do a couple free videos, and then I was like, you know, I'm not going to be out here just doing free videos, and you got to travel and do all this sort of stuff. So it costs money to do it in the first place, and it takes a whole load of time to shoot a music video and then edit it nicely and then put it out and do all that sort of stuff. So it just wasn't worth the time to be doing that sort of stuff for free. And it's not that fun for me to edit other people's videos. I mean, it's cool. I'm not like, I don't hate it. It's all right, but it's definitely not something that I had a passion for. So I didn't really chase down that opportunity. So that wasn't really a focus for the channel. But we did put up, I think, like 3 videos for other artists. I think like one of them was like a video that was to show the person the type of skill we had, and then they were supposed to pay for more, and they just didn't. They just took the free video and bust out, and I was like, all right, good stuff. Like they kind of swindled us on that one. The other one was for my friend's brother. I don't think he paid us on that front. I'm not 100% sure, but that was more for promotional purposes. And the other one we got paid, and that was for one of my friends. And yeah, we didn't really focus on, you know, gaining clients and whatnot. My partner in the business wasn't really focused on that. I think he was at his job and whatnot, you know, focusing on other stuff, but he wasn't really focusing on harnessing clients and stuff, and I wasn't really focusing on that. So that business didn't really come into fruition. Now, after that, I started making GTA gaming videos. I got an Elgato. I had to buy a new TV because I had an old TV with a big back, and that wouldn't cut it to capture HD gaming footage. If it would cut it to capture HD gaming footage, I would have kept that, to be honest. I wouldn't have bought a new TV at all, because I don't watch TV. I don't use it for anything other than playing games, and I was doing pretty well on that TV. So I had to purchase a new TV in order to get the Elgato to work with it. So we done that. I got a new TV. I got the Elgato. I bought that Blue Yeti over there, and that is what I used to film over 103 Let's Play episodes of GTA 5. I was really excited for GTA 5 for months. I was so excited for it. It finally came out, and I decided that I would play it on my YouTube channel in order to promote my music. So if you check my old GTA videos, you'll see that there's a link. There should be a link to my music in there, but there's a link to my music in all my videos right about now if you go to the bottom. But that was the main reason for those videos. Those annotations on there pointing to my music video and that sort of stuff, and that was the focus. So the goal was put out Let's Plays. People would come and watch the Let's Plays because they want to see GTA footage, and then they may be interested to go and check out my music. So that was the strategy, and I was still focused on the music at the time. That was the real focus of me. That was the real goal at the end. So I always had a goal. I wasn't just uploading videos for the sake of uploading. And those GTA videos were mediocre, let's just say that. And they didn't do very well. Some of them done very well, like a video on how to make GTA Online work, done very well. That was like after I'd done a bunch of walkthroughs and the GTA Online component finally came out. I think it was like 2 weeks after release. and it was very iffy. It wasn't really working very well, but I found a way to actually get online. So I made a video on that real quick, and I think that's now over like 200,000 views, and it's still bringing in consistent views every month because, you know, people are always having problems with GTA Online apparently, but I don't think it's gonna help those guys out. It might help some of them, but that video done well, and my how to take a stripper home from the strip club video did okay. I think it's on like 30,000 views or something like that, but I didn't monetize it because I can't monetize it because there's music in the background, because I totally wasn't thinking about monetizing my YouTube channel at this point in time. I was only thinking about putting up these videos in order to link back to my music, and then that was supposed to be the monetization for the channel. And that's basically what the plan was. So I didn't monetize most of those videos. I didn't make anything on them. I wasn't really making any money on YouTube. That wasn't the goal whatsoever. And I also realized that I don't really like filming Let's Plays. I don't like filming my whole experience through a game. The reason why is because it takes away a lot of the enjoyment of the game when you have to record it and you have to perform the whole way. Now, obviously, I'm not performing like, oh yeah, this is, you know, this is a piece of art and I'm creating a script and that sort of stuff. But you do have to commentate and you do have to actively talk and express your thoughts and whatnot. And sometimes I just like to chill and play the game. So that really takes away from you just enjoying the game as a game. So I found that out after 103 episodes. I was like, oh my God, that is long. And I think after that, or just before that, I uploaded the Yeezus album, Kanye West's Yeezus album, and Jay-Z's Magna Carta Holy Grail album. Now, I got 2 copyright strikes for those, but I uploaded those albums in order to promote my music and link back to my music. I had the annotation on the screen that went back to my website and went to my music video and that sort of stuff. And those brought in like 500,000 views before they got taken down, stuff like that. And I think I got to like 3,000 subscribers off those videos. So I probably got, those subscribers are probably unsubscribed now and died off, but we probably still have like 1,000 subscribers who subscribed for those videos. And, you know, that boosted my subscriber count, but, you know, my views to subscriber ratio suffered because of that. And obviously I wasn't able to monetize my videos for like 7 months because the 2 copyright strikes were like within 2 months of each other. So it was like 6 months and then another 6 months after 2 months. So it ended up being like 7 or 8 months, something like that. So that happened on my channel, but that showed me that was a strategy that you could employ. It wasn't the best strategy. You definitely don't want to do that, but that definitely is a strategy that you can employ to bring in a bunch of views and get a bunch of subscribers or promote something. Like that was something that I learned. I've done a lot of experiments on my channel, and I will be talking about those. So that happened. Shit, I forgot to get my lighting. Oh, this is gonna have bad lighting, guys. Sorry about that. Let me quickly look in that. Is that lighting bad? Oh, that's not great. It's not great. We're gonna have to deal with it though. Like, I can either stop now and go get the lighting. Yeah, let me stop now. One sec. All right, we got the lighting up. It should look much better. Sorry about that. That's like 15 minutes of no lighting. I just realized that it started to look a bit dark in that, so I needed to, you know, get the light in. It started to look like a bit of the camera quality was fizzling. I don't know what that thing's called off the top of my head right about now, but I do actually start, not distortion, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna take too long to think about it, and then that's gonna cause me to do more editing, and I wanted to do no editing to this. So yeah, I uploaded those albums. That hurt my channel and helped it at the same time. I wouldn't do it again, but I'm happy that I learned from that. And editing all my music videos and learning all that sort of stuff about editing really helped me out in the long run. I learned a lot of stuff in that time in my life. And then after I done the GTA series, I learned about doing Let's Plays, and I learned how to get better at it. I think I became much more comfortable on camera, or not on camera, but commentating by the end of that series. At the beginning, I was terrible. Oh my God, the worst. By the end of that, like 103 videos in, I became much better. And you know, that just putting the work in is so important, man. Like just doing a lot of something in order to get to the point where you're actually good at it. Very, very important, and I highly recommend it. So we done a bunch of those videos, and then I did some other Let's Play series. I did Assassin's Creed Black Flag. I did like 6 episodes of that. Those got like 20 views. I did some Batman Arkham City. Or was it Arkham Asylum? Not Arkham Asylum, the one after. No, it was Arkham City. And those got like 20 views or whatever. Like the rest, the Let's Plays weren't doing good. My GTA Let's Plays didn't do good in the first place. But after time, like because I was just putting loads of them out and not really caring about the views, after time when I look back on them, they did okay. Like they got like, some of them got 100 views, some of them got thousands, you know, that sort of stuff. But I tried to do some Let's Play series after that. And first of all, I realized my heart wasn't in it. I didn't want to do Let's Play series because it takes away all the fun from the game. And I realized that that wasn't an efficient way to bring in views and actually get my name out there. So I kind of stopped off doing Let's Play series. And I wasn't really focused on YouTube at that moment in my life. I think I was at uni. Not 100% sure if I was at uni yet. I might have still been at college studying music business. It was like a freelance music practitioner course, which was basically music business. And then I went uni to study music production. So I was still focusing on music throughout this time. And then the big breakthrough on my channel happened for me. It was not a big breakthrough, but it really put confidence in my heart to that YouTube was possible and I could have a future on it. And the thing that done that was Metal Gear Solid. Now, what I did when Metal Gear Solid came out, first of all, I got it a day early and I put out, I think I put out like the first part of the game or whatever, and I got a copyright strike for that, of course, because Konami are bastards. And then when the game actually came out, I emailed them before that and let them know that I got a copyright strike, and they said, you know, you can't release the video until the game comes out. When it comes out, we'll remove the strike. And I was like, cool, all right, fair enough. When the game came out, they removed the copyright strike. It was lovely times. I got my monetization back and all that sort of stuff. I was able to live stream again. And then I realized that no one was putting out online gameplay, like no one. My alarm went off. Sorry, guys. There were so many people putting out the story gameplay. What is actually the time? The time's 11:30. So if we go over an hour, then my alarm will go off for 12:30. But I don't think I'll go on that long. Let me quickly check Logic, because it seems like I need to extend the end of this audio file, because I haven't been in Logic for a very long time, and this is my template for making songs, so it's not that long. So yeah, I saw that no one was putting out multiplayer gameplay. They were putting out story, like first part, second part, all that sort of stuff. And big YouTubers and Let's Players were putting that out. People like Rad Brad and Tetra Ninja. And I think those are the only Let's Players that really come to mind. Those are the only guys that I really know. And I saw that, you know, if I was going to compete with them, I'm going to get no views. No one's going to care about my video. So what's the point? But they weren't putting out multiplayer videos. And I checked YouTube. I searched to see if anyone put out the multiplayer FOB feature that was in the game. No one at that whatsoever. Not one person. So I was like, all right, Birdman hand rub. All right, here is an opportunity for me to succeed. And I put out an FOB infiltration, which was the multiplayer component that was in Metal Gear Solid at the time. I put out one episode of that with like no commentary, just to test it out, because I think I was doing others. I don't remember what I was doing at that time, but I didn't have the forethought to actually commentate over it. So I had some footage and I uploaded it, and I was like, all right, let's see what this does. And it did good. It did good. It got like 1,000 views, like really quickly. I don't remember the time frame of which it got that, but it basically just done better than all my other Let's Plays and all that sort of stuff. So I was like, all right, we got something here. I saw that was working, and I cranked those videos out like crazy. I was not joking. I cranked those out. I made a bunch. I kept on making them. I was putting at least one out a day. I was making a bunch of FOB infiltrations, defenses, all that sort of stuff, because no one was doing it. No one. So I was like, all right, we cornered the market. We got the opportunity. No one else is doing this thing. Let's capitalize. I done a bunch of them, and a bunch of them done well. A bunch of them done okay. None of them done shit. And I was doing that for a while, done that for a couple weeks till it like died down. I did a couple live streams, and you know, those were doing pretty well. I was getting people in that wanted to watch my live streams and stuff like that. And you know, that burst of viewership and people actually watching your videos, that really done a lot for my confidence on YouTube, my confidence in YouTube, and my confidence as a video maker basically. So that really helped, and that really made me more open to the idea of focusing on YouTube and devoting more time to it. So we put out the FOB infiltrations, we done a few live streams, and then it started to die down. Like obviously people started caring less, like because it was less new. My bad. Less interesting. And from then, I think I did a few more, but then I started getting bored of it, obviously, because I was doing the same thing again and again and again. It wasn't really that interesting after some time to continually go into someone's base and try and rob their stuff. Like the first 20 times, no, the first 15 times, it was cool. And then after that, you know, I felt like I was forcing it. I didn't want to force it anymore. I could have just kept on pumping those out, but the videos weren't worth it. Like the views that I was getting weren't worth forcing myself through that. I was getting like, I don't know, a couple hundreds, like maybe 900 or something. I weren't getting like 5,000s and 100,000s and that sort of stuff that I was getting with like the first couple videos. So I was like, all right, let's stop that. I did do a few tutorial videos that did pretty well, like how to become Demon Snake, how to remove Demon Snake, how to, I don't remember the other ones, but like how to make more money, you know, tips and tricks for Metal Gear Solid 5. So I started doing stuff like that, and I realized that those did okay as well. And in general, I realized that tutorial videos did pretty well. From back when I done how to make GTA Online work and how to take a stripper from the strip club, I saw that tutorial videos were better for the channel than, you know, straight up Let's Plays and that sort of stuff. And I think it's about at this point that I looked at my how to write a rap song video. I'm not 100% sure when I made it, but I think it was like while I was making the GTA videos or just before then, I made my video on how to write a rap song. And now it's on like over 700,000 views, but on the first couple days, it didn't do well. But I looked at it a few months down the line when I wasn't able to monetize any of my videos, and it was on like over 100,000 views. And I was like, oh my God, an opportunity missed. I lost 100,000 views of revenue on my channel. So that was a little annoying. But I saw that, you know, there was a possibility, there was a chance. And that was good for me to see that video blow up and to see that, you know, you can put a video out and people may see it. And you're not just going to be putting out a bunch of videos that no one will ever see, because that's what everyone thinks when they get on YouTube and they put up like a bunch of videos and most people don't care and they're not getting a lot of views. I think most people that start on YouTube and they do this and they go through this, they're just going to think, they're going to get disheartened and they're going to feel like, you know, no one cares and no one's ever going to watch my videos. But once you learn what to actually do and to make content that people actually want, then you change your mindset, you change the way you look at YouTube, and you realize that you can actually be successful and you can actually get eyes to your content. So that was pretty good for me, and I learned some things for that. So then the hype died down for Metal Gear Solid. I played a little bit more GTA. I live streamed it a bit, and those live streams did mediocre. They weren't as good as the Metal Gear Solid live streams, but I was just bored of Metal Gear Solid. But then I realized I was bored of GTA. I was bored of sitting in a live stream for 20 minutes and waiting to get into a deathmatch. That wasn't cool. This was before they had all the free mode events and all that sort of stuff. So I didn't really stay on GTA for very long. And then I decided to focus on music. At this point in time, I had a few months left to live in my bank account. Like, I had savings from beforehand, so I could, focus on my dreams, my goals, build my business, all that sort of stuff. Savings from student loan, to be honest. Like, it's not savings. I didn't save any money. My family didn't give me any money. It was student loan that I conveniently didn't spend because I saw the future coming. And I did a little social media marketing, and I earned a little bit of money from that, and I was saving that also. But I was constantly losing money, like every month losing money. And I decided to focus on music because I had a few months left to live in my mind. A few months left of money left to pay my rent, basically. And I saw an opportunity on eBay to start selling GTA modded accounts. Like, I learned how to make a modded account. First of all, I think someone gave me a modded account on my live stream. And after that, it was like a young kid. I think he was like 13 or something, or just younger than me. And, I pride myself on being a quick learner, someone who's generally smart and, generally intelligent. I'm not going to toot my own horn too much. So my alarm went off again. I think I accidentally put on snooze. That is really, really annoying because this is another cut in a video that I didn't want to edit. So we're going to have to edit that. And where was I? Yeah, I think I'm generally, I've got common sense and I'm quite pragmatic and I'm logical about stuff. So I saw that if he was able to create modded accounts, and he's a young chap, then I would be able to find a way to do that myself. So I did some Googling, I did some researching, and I found a method to create GTA modded accounts. Modded accounts are basically accounts on GTA with a bunch of money, because GTA Online is a massive, massive grind, and it takes ages to make money, to buy stuff online and to, buy the stuff that you want, the cars, the weapons, all that sort of stuff. So I learned how to make modded accounts. I tested it out. I saw that it was working. I gave away a few modded accounts in a competition on my GTA live streams to increase subscriber base for, GTA live streams and stuff like that. And I started selling them. I sold a bunch on eBay. I sold them for like super cheap, like £10, and they sold like hot cakes. I saw that people were selling them on eBay already, and I just had better marketing and branding. And I was a more trustworthy person because I've got the YouTube channel. People can tell that I'm actually a person. I'm not going to scam them. So I sold a bunch of those, and then eBay started taking those listings down. So I created a website to sell those. And yeah, that did pretty well. That did okay. And then Rockstar started clamping down on the modded accounts. They started banning a bunch of modded accounts. They stopped transfer, so you're not even able to really make the modded accounts anymore. And the mod that I was using, the USB mod that I was using in order to make modded accounts, stopped being effective. So now you're not even able to make modded accounts anymore. So that dried up. I wasn't able to do that anymore. But that allowed me to survive. That allowed me to survive for a little bit longer because I saved all that money. Obviously, I didn't spend it because I'm not frivolous with money. And I knew that I needed the money for my future endeavors and to survive. And I knew that it wasn't going to last forever. Now, that wasn't illegal. Selling modded accounts isn't illegal. But obviously, Rockstar don't want you to do it. And I think it's against their terms and services or whatever. So it's against their company's terms and services, but it's not against the law. So they have every right whatsoever to shut you down and to try and stop you from doing that. And that's indeed what they did try to do. And yeah, that dried up, wasn't able to do that anymore. So I think at that point, what did I start to do? to do? I started to play, what was it? I started to do reviews. I also plan to sell games on eBay. I was selling a few games on eBay. I sold like most of my old games in order to bring in, you know, some revenue to buy some more time. And I also looked into actually wholesale buying games and starting to sell games and using the YouTube channel to market that. But the thing with that is the wholesale price of games is extortion. Oh my God. Like, to buy a game wholesale, from most of the companies that I went to, they were selling a game like, let's say you want to buy Destiny 2 wholesale. They sell it to you for like £39.99 or £40.99 or whatever like that. And, you know, the best you can do is sell that for 45, but then Amazon's selling it for like 40. So it's like, what are you gonna do? There's no profit margin whatsoever. It was just a waste of time. So what I done, which actually worked for me, is I bought a bunch of Call of Duty Black Ops 3s off eBay. I would look at the listings of everyone selling Call of Duty Black Ops 3, and I would buy the cheapest ones, like £10, £8, all that sort of stuff. And then I would sell them on eBay, and I'd usually net like £16 or whatever. Like, so I'd get maybe £6 profit, sometimes £2 profit and whatnot. But, you know, a little profit is better than no profit. So I've done that for a little while. And then I started focusing on doing reviews on my channel. So the first video review that I did when I started focusing on reviews was Prison Architect. I think that's at about 4,000 views right about now. I think when I done it, it got to like 200 or something. Like, it didn't do great, but it did okay. For an indie game that most people, I guess, are not checking for, it did pretty good. I think it brought them some nice publicity, and they were pretty cool people. They were like the first people to ever send me a code for a game. And I had tried to get codes for games for ages. And, you know, to actually get one, that was an amazing time. I think Aish actually did my PR for me, and she was actually reaching out to companies, and she got that code for me. So thank you, Aish. So that happened, and then I started focusing on doing reviews. I reviewed Deus Ex. I reviewed a bunch of games. I just reviewed the games that I had, the games that I was playing, and I got Hitman for review, and that did pretty well. I think that's on over 20k views now, because I did like the season 1 review, and like most people hadn't done that. They done like episode 1 and then episode 2 and then all that sort of stuff, and I played it after all the episodes had come out. I've always been a fan of Hitman, so I really wanted to play that, and to be able to review it was really, really good. Shout out to Kat at Square Enix, thank you for that. So I done that, and then I was also doing some streaming. I tried to get into Overwatch. I done a bunch of tip videos. I did a few hero guides on Overwatch that didn't do very well, because everyone else had already done hero guides, and the bigger YouTubers who were focused on Overwatch had already done that, so I wasn't really bringing in a lot of views from that. A few of my tutorials have started doing good now. Like, my best controller setup for consoles on Overwatch is like actually bringing in consistent views right about now. I think it's over like 20k views now, but at the time it wasn't really doing very well. And I think at this point I was going hard on the streaming. Like, I started waking up at 6 to stream, and like stream for like, I think it was like 2 hours or 3 hours or something. Like, I was just do crazy stuff, like the stream. I was super focused on it. I really wanted to get into that streaming life. And then I realized, you know what, I got to focus on actually bringing in the income and paying these bills, because the streaming wasn't doing it. I wasn't getting no donations or anything like that. So I was like, all right, we got to cut this out right about now. It's not doing its thing. We got to do some other stuff. So I decided to focus on Battlefield, because Overwatch was a little saturated. There was a bunch of people already streaming it, already making videos on it. I thought Battlefield 1, not a lot of people making content on that. I could get into that community. So, and I enjoyed the game. I think I got it in January of this year, of 2017. And I played that. I made a few guys on it. I think I made like 4 videos, 4 tutorials or whatever. I think they didn't do great. They haven't done great. I think now like one of them's got over 2,000 views, but the streams didn't do great, the videos didn't do great, and I was gonna focus on that on my channel. I was gonna go hard for Battlefield 1, and then I found Ark Survival Evolved, and I've always wanted to play a survival game. Like I always see that the PC has all the great survival games, and you know, those types of games like Rust and what the Arma 3 mod, I forgot what it's called. Like DayZ. What is that Arma 3 mod called? I don't know, but it doesn't matter. But they got like, I think they got zombies and stuff like that. And now they got PUBG, which isn't a survival game, but that's a great game that I really want to play on PS4. But the thing is, PC always had like those great games that I wanted to play. And Ark was one of those games in the same vein of the games that I wanted to play. And I just wasn't able to play it. But then it came out on PS4. And I jumped at the chance to play it. I think it was like a month after it had come out on PS4. I was watching a bunch of trailers and stuff, and I saw that this was definitely a game that I wanted to get into. It was definitely a game that seemed very interesting to me, and I went forward and played it. I started a tribe. Well, first of all, I done a few videos. I done like 1 or 2, and I done those solo. And I did an application form for my tribe. I posted it on the forums and, you know, the Ark forums and Reddit, and, you know, doing that sort of stuff to get people in, get people to apply. And we got a bunch of people applying. I think we got over like 380 people applying before I actually closed the application and stopped allowing people to apply. Like in that time that I actually played Ark. So we would have had like over 1,000 if I left it open now. But I played that for like 3 months. We got a bunch of people that I was playing with on the channel. And like playing Ark on official servers with those official grindy rates, I think that was really unhealthy. It was really unhealthy. But I was putting out like 3 videos a week because it just takes so long to play Ark and to get quality content out. You gotta grind and do so much busy work until you get some good stuff and are able to actually do the exciting stuff. So I was doing a bunch of that, and I also had to manage the tribe, and it just took a lot of my time, and I realized it just wasn't worth it. So after like 3 months, when we got attacked and we were moving to another server, I just decided I'm done with that. I'm not ready to devote all this time into this game anymore. I need to focus on my businesses. I need to focus on my YouTube channel. I need to focus on actually doing something that's going to pay the rent, because Ark was not paying the rent either. You know, some of the videos did well. Most of the Let's Plays and the walkthroughs and the tribe videos didn't do very well. Like most of those got like 200 views and stuff like that. But actually for me at that point in time, probably still now, that is like really good for Let's Plays, because beforehand I was getting like 20 views on my Let's Plays. The tutorials, a few of them done pretty well. I've got one on over like 40,000 views now. I think I've got a few on like 20,000, a few on 5,000, you know, that sort of stuff. Shit, did I talk about UFC? I don't know if I talked about UFC. I think I might have went over UFC. Before the reviews, before I started getting into reviews, I played UFC. And I played that pretty hard. I did a bunch of content on that. This is such a big thing to skip over. I did a bunch of content on UFC. And I did a bunch of tutorials on that. And that was really the focus of my channel for... I don't even know how long I did that for. But it was a pretty reasonable amount of time. And yeah, I done a bunch of tutorials that did well, because like I played UFC games before that, so I was quite good at UFC in general, and I knew that there was a lot of people who, you know, were just not good. Like, because I have battered people online a lot, so I knew there was a need for tutorials, and the in-game tutorial in UFC is just it's not good. So I knew that, you know, me creating tutorials and whatnot would do well, and they did definitely do well. I did a few walkthroughs and let's plays and just matches online, and I tried to capitalize on the keywords of the fighters' names that I don't think did very well, to be honest. I don't think I really ranked for those fighters' names and ranked for those fights that much. Some of the videos did okay, and then I done like patch notes and whatnot. Patch notes did very well, so I realized that patch notes are really, really important. If you want to get some trendy content on your gaming channel, do patch notes for the game that you're playing, because people want the patch notes and a lot of people don't like to read. So reading out the patch notes is so fucking easy, but it's an opportunity that a lot of people miss because they just can't be bothered, or they don't think that other people would want it. And that's a big thing. A lot of people, they think that everyone knows what they're talking about already, or they think that everyone knows what they know. And the thing is, everyone doesn't know what you know. And even the most basic things that you think, anyone with common sense would know, common sense isn't common, and a lot of people don't know it. I made a video on how to change your email address on PS4. To me, that's easy. All you need to do is like go to the account settings and like just use common sense, to me. But that's got over like 60,000 views, I think now, or over like 40,000 views. And like that blows my mind. But now I know. Now I know that even the things that you think are the most basic to you, people out there do not have a clue about that. So don't be ignorant to the fact that people don't know what you know. The worst mistake that you can make is thinking that everyone knows what you know. But yeah, I did a bunch of UFC 2 videos, and then I started doing just covering the UFC fights that came out. So like UFC 200 or whatever. I've probably done the fights a couple before that, but I'd like play those fights out on UFC and put that up to try and capitalize on that. So that was the strategy for there, and putting out UFC 2 tutorials. I think I was doing like 3 videos a week at that point, and also uploading my Talk About It podcast that I was focusing on at that point too. And then after that, that's when I done the reviews, and then got to Battlefield, and then I started playing Ark. So after 3 months, I was like, you know what, we're done with Ark, I'm moving on. Because I couldn't be bothered to dedicate the time to it anymore. I stopped playing UFC 2 because I wasn't having fun with it anymore. I wasn't playing it as regularly as I needed to in order to stay good at it. And I was just getting my ass handed to me in ranked fights. And it just wasn't fun. It wasn't fun. I did stream UFC a bit, and that did pretty well. But then a few streams just didn't do well enough for me to have fun doing it. And I didn't have enough fun playing people online, because there's a lot of people who just do cheesy stuff and they just cheese the game, and it's not fun, innit? It's not fun, where it's very frustrating at times playing that game. So a lot of that led me to move away from it. That's why I've probably got a bunch of subscribers on my channel who really want me to play UFC. And then after Ark, I decided to focus on Rainbow Six Siege, because while I was playing Ark, one of my allies had told me about this game, Rainbow Six Siege, and he basically explained the concept, and I thought, you know what, I'd hate that, because I hate Call of Duty Last Man Standing, or not Last Man Standing, Search and Destroy, when you got like one life, and you got one life that round. If you die, you have to wait until the next round. I hate that sort of shit. But then I looked into Rainbow Six Siege. I looked at a few trailers, I looked at some gameplay, I looked at some streams, and I realized that this was the thinking man's FPS. So I was like, ooh, let's get involved. I'm a thinking man. I'm a thinking man, and I like FPSs. So I got it for like £17 on Amazon. It was a good deal. And I started playing it, and I played it a bunch. I done some streams on it, and those streams didn't do very well because people just wanted Ark. Everyone was just coming in like, where's the Ark content? What are you doing with Ark? I did stream Ark as well, and that did pretty well. Got to a point when I was getting like 20 people in the stream, and that was very, very good for me. And at that point, I wasn't able to stream my online gameplay because I was playing on official servers, and if you do that, people will come and, you know, try and raid you and do all that sort of stuff. So I could only play single player, and that was taking time away from me managing the tribe, and I just felt guilty because the tribe was out there working and I wasn't doing stuff. So yeah, that's what happened with Ark. I did actually hit a milestone of like, all right, so my phone stopped recording because I ran out of memory. I knew this was gonna happen, but I thought maybe it wouldn't. But I've deleted a bunch of podcasts, so we should be cool to move forward. But we're coming up to the end anyway. So basically, what I was saying is, I got to a milestone when I was live streaming UFC 2 where I hit like 40 to about 60 people on my stream. And then at that point, my stream stopped working. PS4 shut me down, like Sony stopped the stream, which was really, really demotivating and really, really fucked up. But that's probably the highest that I've been at so far. So it's going to be interesting to see how we go in the future while I'm focusing on art, because that is basically the game that I'm focusing on right now. But yeah, we done Rainbow Six Siege. I was playing a bunch of that. I've done a few tutorials on that. That's pretty recent. I think it's like last month. I was focusing on that for like the last 3 months, and those weren't really bringing in a lot of views, to be honest. Like some of them would bring like 200 or whatnot, but I weren't really hitting a lot of thousands. One of the videos has gone up to like 6,000 now, and will probably hit 10s and 20s in the next few months. But it wasn't bringing in enough to basically help the channel, and there wasn't really a business plan behind it. So I decided to also start my business, growonyoutube.com, which is a website where I share, tips and stuff to help people, and guides to help people on YouTube, to share the knowledge that I've gained over my journey on YouTube, the experiments that I've run on my channel, the things that I've seen work and that sort of stuff. I let people know what's best for their channel, and I've started my consulting service so people can get some one-on-one coaching with me, and I'll let them know what they can do with their channel. So I made a bunch of YouTube guides to support that business, to market it, to get people through the funnel, and to get them to the website and let them know about my services. So I think I've got like over 50 of those now, and I was putting out like 3 a week. I was going really, really ham with those. But those videos didn't get a bunch of views, but I didn't need them to. I just needed them to get quality views so that people actually come through and actually engage with the business. That was the point of those videos. I've grown my mailing list from that, and it's going to be interesting to see how that goes in the next couple months. I'm not really focusing on the consulting aspect right now, but in the next like 3 months, when people make their way through my email course and whatnot, that's when I should start getting some consulting clients and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, I'm writing my book, how to grow on YouTube, or how to start your YouTube gaming channel, how to grow your YouTube gaming channel and turn it into a business. The YouTube Gamer's Guide to Greatness, or no, it's called A Gamer's Guide to Greatness, how to grow your YouTube channel and turn it into a business. That's what it's called. Jesus Christ. I don't know the name off the top of my head, but when I get into marketing mode, you're damn right I'm going to remember it. Right about now, I'm not in marketing mode. I'm kind of in marketing mode because you do have to market before things come out, but I'm writing that right about now. And that should be done in like the next month. We should have that done. We're coming up to the end of the book, but as you can see, like I've had not a lot of time recently because I've been moving into a different direction. So I need to batch record a bunch of different content for the channel, the art videos, the Premiere Pro videos, all that sort of stuff. So I did a bunch of videos to market that and help aspiring YouTubers. And now we're here basically. Now the future of the channel right about now is I'm focusing on Adobe Premiere Pro videos for video editing and to help YouTubers in that regard. That will also help with my affiliate marketing and also lead people back to the Grow on YouTube business. So that's the goal with that, and also to help people with their video editing and help people who are aspiring YouTubers to get their editing in a good place, because I spent a lot of time learning about video editing. I think my experience with editing music videos and just editing in general is going to really help out, especially my experience with recording audio. I know a lot of things when it comes to dealing with audio and dealing with, audio in Adobe Premiere Pro and that sort of stuff. So those tutorials are going to be quite interesting. So, and I'm also going back to Ark on my channel. That is the main game that I'm playing right about now. And I have been having a blast. I've actually rented my own Ark server, which I've got like, I think we got 11 people on there contributing to helping the server. It's a patron only server. And so people actually have to contribute and donate to help keep the server up. So for the foreseeable future, it should be up, especially because certain people decide to pay more than is necessary to keep it up. So that will enable me to keep it up for even longer, and that will make for an easier ride for me to make Ark videos. So it's not going to take a week for me to get some good footage in Ark anymore, because the rates are higher and we'll be able to do that really quickly. And I'll be able to record and showcase what everyone else is doing on the server and commentate over that. I've already done one video like that and it was pretty interesting and it was pretty fun. It's pretty fun to see the drama and the story, and I'm gonna try and do some interesting stuff with those videos. So I'm quite excited for that. And that's how we're moving forward. And I have been streaming pretty regularly. I've been streaming Ark pretty regularly, and those streams have been doing very well. I've been averaging over 10 viewers per stream. For like the majority of the stream, I'm having like over 10 viewers, which when I was playing Rainbow Six, that was like, that would happen sometimes, but it's been pretty much every stream on Ark, like we get up to like over 10 views and whatnot. So that's pretty cool. It's going to grow slowly over time as I continue focusing on that. But yeah, that was basically the journey of my channel to get to where we are now. I am far from where I want to be. I'm not saying I'm a success or anything like that, but I'm sure a lot of you guys are on like 0 subscribers or 100 subscribers or 1,000 or whatever. And that was my journey to 17,000.5, where I'm at right about now. Next month, I'll be on 18,000. The month after that, I'll probably be 18.5. But we will hit a rate where I'll start bringing in over 1,000 subscribers per month, and that will be cool. But subscribers don't really matter, to be honest. It's all about having a business plan behind your channel and being able to actually pay the bills so that you can continue making content. And that's the real important thing here, and that's what I have been trying to build, and that's what I'm trying to go forward and facilitate. So my Ark videos are cool because they link back to me running the server, which is good for business because, you know, some people, they donate more, which helps out, that helps the server out, and it helps me, you know, pay the bills at certain points. When we get like 100 people, if a bunch of them are paying like $10, that's $1,000, and that will keep up the server for a very long time. And I'll be able to bring up other servers, and then it's actually a business. I can pay the bills and we can keep the servers up and we can keep moving forward. So yeah, good stuff, good stuff. I'm really excited to see what the future brings. I hope you guys stay with me. I hope this video helped you guys out and gave you some insight into how I built my channel, why I may have a segmented subscriber base, the things that you can do to help out your channel, and things that maybe you don't want to do to not hurt your channel in the long run. Because I've gone through a lot of different phases. I've played a lot of different games. I've done a lot of different things on my channel. So I've got a lot of different subscribers, a lot of people who subscribe for different things, a lot of videos that have done well, that have brought in people for different things. Like my PSN tutorial videos, those videos do very well, and people generally subscribe to say thank you to those videos, and I don't think they actually check out the rest of my content. Some people do come and transfer to the rest of my content and whatnot, and that's very interesting when someone comes through one of those videos and comes and checks out the rest of my content. But on the majority of it, it's all about building a business plan behind your channel and knowing where you're going and knowing what you want to do. If you want to grow very, very quickly, then niche down and focus on one thing. I personally, I like to have variety on my channel. I like to try out new things. I like to do a bunch of different stuff. There's even stuff that I didn't mention in this video that's like over an hour long right about now. Where are we? We're at 55 minutes actually on the recording of the audio. So it probably won't be an hour long because we'll have to cut out certain parts, probably like 50 minutes. But I have gone through loads of different phases. I've done a bunch of different stuff. I have put out anime reviews, well, not anime reviews, manga reviews, TV reviews, film. Have I done any film reviews? I don't think I've done any film reviews actually. No, I haven't done any film reviews, but I've done a load of different stuff. And now we're focusing on reviews, tutorials, and entrepreneurship. So this video is basically more geared towards you entrepreneurs, but it's also telling my story to everyone who's a fan of me and wants to know how I got to this place and what the future holds, basically. So yeah, that's it. I don't want to ramble on anymore, but I feel like there was something that I wanted to say that I'm forgetting. Yes, I like to make a variety of content. It keeps me sane to make a variety of stuff instead of focusing on one specific thing that I generally will probably get bored with. So I think that's really important for people like me. But again, if you want to grow really, really quickly, then niche down, that is the best way to grow. And if all I wanted to do was grow my YouTube channel, then I just focus on one thing. But I want to have fun. I want to enjoy growing my YouTube channel, and I want to have freedom to do what I want to do. And I've put myself in the position that I can do that. And I wake up every day and I generally enjoy what I'm going to do. Today, I've got a bunch of editing to do. It's currently 12 a.m. No, not 12 a.m., 12 p.m. And yeah, I've edited one video so far, and we've got, I think, another 11 to edit. So that's not too fun, but it's necessary. It's necessary. And we don't have to edit all of them. If I edit 5, that will be cool. And I can just edit another 5 another day. But generally, I pick what I want to do on my day-to-day. And I choose the boring stuff that I want to do. No one's there saying, oh, you need to do this boring shit. I choose the boring stuff that I want to do, so that makes it, more, I can handle it more, and I'm more into it because I'm the one making the choice. But yeah, I hope this video helped you guys out. Thanks for watching and liking and subscribing. And I'll see you guys in the next Grow on YouTube podcast. Be sure to send your questions in to me at Jay Cartere on Twitter. Peace. Before you guys go, I just want to let you know that you can download your free content plan template below. The link is in the description, so be sure to get that. This free content plan template will help you plan your content in a way that will bring you more views and subscribers. So definitely grab that ASAP.
It's been a cold winter and it's lasted far too long. So all this warmth I share with you.